What up, what up, what up? It's RJ Fantasy Football Talk. You know what it is. I'm Rodney. It's Jay. It's a 40-second play clock. We are back from break. Little mini break from vacation.
Yeah.
You know what it is. We had to enjoy the family. But you know what it is. We back, man. We about to give y'all these good picks that we making. Give y'all some suggestions. You know how it is. What's going on?
Hey, nothing much happening here. Everything's going good. I'm excited to get back. We got some really interesting games in Week 13, so I'm interested to see what you're gonna be picking because you know I'm about to take that lead in these game picks. So.
I hear you.
But
whatever.
All right, well, I get it started because I have more games to you this week. So let's get it started with something fun. I'm gonna start with the Bears and the Cardinals. Now, this is the game of who's playing because a lot of these guys, we should see the return, hopefully, of Justin Fields, the return of Kyler Murray, the return of maybe Allen Robinson, the return of Nuke coming back with DeAndre Hopkins. So, I don't know. I don't know. But I do know the Cardinals are the better team, and they're going to win this because of defense. So, you're going to play all those guys that I mentioned before if they're playing. But I really look to see the Bears try to do a run game if they can. So hopefully David Montgomery gets things going. Darnell Mooney is the guy you always play. And then on the Cardinals side, hey, if Nuke and them are good, they should be good. James Conner, give them a shot and see what you get. So Cardinals are winning. I said that, right? Yeah, I did.
I'm going with the Cardinals losing in my heart of hearts, though. I really want them to lose so to catch them in the division. But I'm going to be smart about this, and I'm going to say the Cardinals are winning. You know, we can catch them. We only three games out. They would have to have a really bad December, but hopefully, you know. But I'm picking them as a smart man. I'm going to pick them to win. But in my heart of hearts, I really hope they lose. Yeah. That's just keeping it 100.
Nothing wrong with hate when it benefits your football team. I got a little bit of that coming as well. So.
Well, speaking of my football team, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with my game, which is the 49ers and the Seahawks. Most times around this year when we do play them, it's more competitive. But right now, Seahawks are looking completely trashed on both sides of the football. But, you know, I'm going my Niners. We're going to extend this winning streak down to 4. And, you know, you rolling with Elijah Mitchell, Kittle, Brandon Ayuk with no Devo this week. But I expect all those guys to step up. And if you need to play Russell Wilson, I will play him. But I'm not saying put him in the game. He's been struggling lately. DK, and you might play Tyler Lockett. But definitely, I feel like we can just win that.
I am picking the 49ers to win as well. The Vegas has this a lot closer than I believe it should be. I think this is when y'all should walk away with because, like you said, Russell Wilson's not playing well, which means the Seahawks aren't playing well. So I think y'all win this one going away. So I'm going to keep things going. I talked about hateration. This is the game I'm talking about with the Chargers playing the Bengals, and I'm hoping the Bengals can pull it off to give my Raiders a better shot in the AFC West. As long as Joe Mixon gets going, which he has been doing for the last few weeks, you should be good pulling him in your lineup. Joe Burrow's been struggling to get things to Jamar Chase lately, but I think they can try to connect again in that as well. T. Higgins is always a good play. For the Chargers side, you're going to play Keenan Allen and you're going to play Austin Eckler. And hopefully, Justin Herbert can get things going with Mike Williams. I messed that up earlier. Mike Williams should be hopefully a good play. If they don't get that going, they have no shot at beating these Bengals. But I'm going to say I don't think they do. Bengals win this matchup between two of the great young quarterbacks from last year. So we'll see how it goes.
There we go. Yeah, so I'm going with the Chargers on this one, actually. I think they gotta redeem themselves from last week, and I think they get Mike Williams involved because he was a big piece of what they were doing earlier and when they was winning. So Eckler's been good. Keenan Allen's been coming along, and I think Mike Williams is the key to kind of putting all that together.
Yeah, when they get Mike Williams going, they win typically. If they don't, so I'm hoping you're wrong because I need a clear path to the top of the AFC West, which I don't.
Hey, look, I'm not mad at you with the hate. I get it. You want somebody to lose. I want somebody to lose too, man. Look, I get it, brother. I do. Hate is all good with me. I'm good with it. Well, I'm gonna go to my next game, and my next game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. In this one, which is a surprise, I'm going with Tampa Bay, which is not the surprise, but the surprise is the seems like Matt Ryan always show up for this Tampa Bay game, but every other game he don't show up. So obviously you playing everybody from Tampa Bay, and you're only playing Matt Ryan and Cordell Patterson from Atlanta. But Tampa Bay should win it, but I think it's going to be a little bit more competitive than people think. Matt Ryan should go for 300 yards. He did the first game around.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're right because I want to see Matt Ryan have a good game too. But that's to benefit my fantasy football teams. I'm picking the Buccaneers to win just like you are.
I really think he just show up for that game.
Yeah, those inter division matches should be good. He should be ready for this one. So
yeah.
All right, so I'll go to my next game, and I am going to talk about my Las Vegas Raiders, who are playing the Washington football team. I can always say play the running backs. Antonio Gibson should get a lot of work, especially if McKissick snapped back from the concussion protocol. But, the Raiders can't stop the run, so you always go with the running backs they're facing. But, hey, the defense of the football team can't stop anybody. So this is a Derek Carr game, even with Darren Waller out. He's going to be getting to Hunter Renfrow. He's going to be getting the ball to Foster Moreau. So you play all those guys. Josh Jacobs should be actively involved in this one. And since they're going to be passing a lot, I think even Kendrick Drake should be a decent play. I wouldn't put a lot of stock in it, but I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm going for the Raiders in this one. I got y'all winning. But I'm going to tell you the surprise player in this matchup that I think is really going to do work is Deshaun Jackson. I think Deshaun Jackson is going to come in and just because he's playing his old team and the fact that I think the missing piece when y'all was on that little mini 1-2 game losing streak, it was the deep ball that you couldn't get going. Now that you have a Deshaun Jackson, who still can run, by the way, I think he's going to help out a lot like he did last week. It's not going to be many, but he can explode for a 60-70 yarder and get you going. So,
I can see that happening. He's an older guy, but he's, like you said, he can still burn. So if he can get past that secondary, he should be good. I thought you were going to say the secret play was Logan Thomas, who I think should have a good game only because the Raiders aren't good against the tight end. Look at their stats. But I don't know.
I think Deshaun is going. I think Deshaun Jackson's going to have a really good game, though.
That could be a nice little pick right there.
So if you got him, play him because I'm playing him too. Because I think he's going to do good work this week. Well, I'm going to go to my next game, and it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions, and I'm going to keep this real short and sweet. You only playing Jamal Williams from Detroit, and you playing Kirk Cousins, Jefferson, Thielen, Alexander Madison should have a really good game. Minnesota, they should win this. I don't want them to win, but they should win this.
I agree, Minnesota. And I'm going to keep my next game just as short. I'm going to talk about the Jaguars who are playing the Rams. Don't bother with Jaguars players except for James Robinson because you'll probably play him. You'd probably beat him. For the Rams, you're going to play all day. This is a grudge match because the Rams will look terrible. And so I look to see Matthew Stafford throwing all over the field. And this should be a tune-up game so they can try to get these things together because the Rams have not looked good lately. So this is play Rams players, don't play Jaguars players. Unless it's James Robinson.
Yeah, they should blow them out the water, honestly. Yeah. Just being on a 3-game losing streak.
Exactly.
They got to get themselves together. So I think they pull this one out. I think they win it pretty easy. Ride home in the sunset. Yeah. You know how it is.
There you go. If they can't beat the Jaguars soundly,
they're in trouble.
They can throw in the towel.
Yeah, they're some trouble.
Yeah.
They definitely some trouble for them. Yeah. But you know what's crazy? We have seen these last couple of weeks, we have seen a lot of teams like the Detroit and the Jaguars and the Giants. They play these teams that's supposed to win.
It's very close. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's any given Sunday, but they typically supposed to win.
Yeah.
And this one gonna be short and sweet too. I'm gonna keep it going. You got the Miami Dolphins and you got the New York Giants. From the Giants, you're not playing anybody, and I mean you're not even playing Saquon. Right now you playing from Miami. You playing Tua. You playing Jalen Waddle, and you playing that Miami defense. That Miami defense is gonna come out there and do work. Miami should win this thing pretty easily. But the Giants did win it last week in a shocker, but I don't think it's happening this week.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm picking the Dolphins all the way. And my man Jalen Waddle, because he's a top wide receiver right now. So, but I'm gonna stay with the New Jersey team, but I'm gonna go to the Jets. And this time, and the Jets are playing the Eagles. The Eagles, Jalen Hurts has been struggling a lot lately, but I think they win this game because they're going to just run the ball down the throat of the Jets as much as they can. Hopefully Miles Sanders can get some of that action that was happening when he wasn't. He looked pretty good last week, but I think he'll do better. Even Jalen Hurts should have a good game, but I think more so with his legs than with his arm. What's happening with Zach Wilson? I'm not feeling the Jets on this at all. Yeah, I don't even want to play anybody on that team. That's how I feel. I'm not playing anybody. No.
No, I got Philly winning this, man.
Yeah.
But I did read today that Miles Sanders he said he's gonna play.
Yeah.
And he's been getting 20 carries, 17 to 20 carries since he's been back. So I think he's in for a really good game this week.
I hope so. Yeah.
So I think he's going to be good. I think they should win with no problem. Zach Wilson, they did win last week.
They won. Yeah.
He didn't look good. He didn't look good at all. So.
They won despite him. Yeah.
Despite him, yes. But, the Jets going to be the Jets. It is what it is. So, well, I'm gonna move to another snoozer that I got. And this is the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans have been a little surprised lately. They've been winning some games, but they're not doing it this week. Jonathan Taylor might run for like 200 yards because he's just he's the best back in the league. You run in Pittman. Carson Wentz is going to be a really good option this week for you. And the only player you playing this week is Brandon Cooks, but keep an eye on that because they say he didn't practice yesterday because he was feeling sick. They said something going around in the Houston, I guess, locker room. So just keep an eye on that if you're playing Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, for this one, I'm with you all the way. I need Brandon Cooks to play. let's put it straight. So I hope he's having a good game. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Let's go to a team I'm somewhat excited about. The Kansas City Chiefs are playing against the Broncos, which is another good division matchup. Denver shot at this as their defense, but I don't think they're going to be good enough to keep up with Mahomes and them, because if Mahomes and them have their swagger back like they've been saying, and especially coming off of a bye week, Teddy Bridgewater is not a guy you're going to really depend on in a shootout, which it could end up being. So play your Kansas City studs. They'll try with Bridgewater, but I think the only way they possibly win this one if they can get a good run game. So the running backs, I think, are your best option going for this one, but I don't think they have a shot at it. We're going Kansas City.
I got KC winning this thing too, but I think the one guy that stands out for me in this one is CEH.
Yeah.
CEH. And
I
think that's how they're gonna get back to being Kansas City football, and that's running the football. They have to, because a lot of teams have learned what they do. Their trademark is we're gonna sit back, we're gonna throw the ball, but they gotta mix in a run, and they drafted CEH for that reason. So at the end of the day, I think the week before that, before they went on bye, he had a really, really good game coming off of IR, and I think it's going to be even better this week. So I think if you got him, put him in the lineup, I think it's going to be a good one for him. And I'm going to finish mine off that I have, which is the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the showing that Pittsburgh put out there last week. I mean, gosh almighty, they have to come back and play better. But I'm not picking them, though. I'm picking Baltimore. Baltimore, even with Lamar Jackson throwing 4 interceptions last week, I just think that Pittsburgh team is in shambles a little bit, and I think Big Ben is an issue. Big Ben, he's just not the same. He got to retire. They got to get somebody in there younger that can actually move around, and I feel like that defense is going to get after them. So obviously playing Lamar Jackson, Marquise Brown, Rashad Bateman, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson. Those are the ones I'm playing this week.
Yeah, I'm with you. You had me thinking you were going to pick Pittsburgh the way you started that one off.
Gotcha.
You got me with the switcheroo. I'm going with the Ravens on this one as well. I think they are a better team than the Steelers. Like you say, even with the interception, if they can win with Lamar throwing 4 interceptions, I think they can beat the Steelers with him playing what should be a good game this week.
Yeah.
So maybe. All right, so I'm going to go to the last game we have for this week, and I'm actually excited about this game because of the defenses. These are 2 of the best secondaries, 2 of the best defenses in the league, but the Bears are missing Tre'Davious White, which I think is going to be their downfall. I'm going to say New England goes into Buffalo and wins this one, and not because of anything on their offenses. Again, I think this is all defense. You're going to play Damian Harris, and I think Ramondre Stevenson both should have really good games in this one. For Buffalo, you play Diggs, but their lack of a run game is what makes me think they're not going to do this one. So do I want to put confidence in playing one of the running backs for Buffalo? No. Diggs, Dawson Knox, Josh Allen on the guys for them. But this should be a low-scoring game, by the way. I think this is going to be a really low-scoring game.
I'm going Buffalo on this one. I think Buffalo wins. The defense, definitely it's going to be a defensive game.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a defensive game. But I'm going Buffalo because I think for some reason Breida is going to be a good play this week.
Okay.
Because
I can see that.
Breida I think he's the best running back in the room at the moment. So he's better than anything they got.
Yeah.
And the other guy, he's not playing. He's a healthy scratch.
Yeah.
So I got Buffalo winning this, and I think Josh Allen comes out and plays really, really good for some reason. So I'm going there. I'm going Buffalo.
Yeah.
In a squeaker, but I got them.
Yeah. This one is hard to sometimes get excited over defensive games, but I think this is one of those ones. Whoever can get in double digits first wins, and I don't know. This could be a really good Monday night game. So I'm excited to see this one.
I got one question though. No hate on this one, but do you think not Josh Allen, but New England's quarterback,
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones gets exposed a little bit this week?
I don't. I'm starting to think Mac Jones is good. I
mean, me too.
It's a complete turnaround for where we started off this season. But yeah. I don't think he gets exposed. I think he shines in this one. I think this is one that Belichick is going to have him ready. He's going to have the defense ready. And I look to see the Patriots shock people. I don't know if it's a shock at this point, the way they've been playing lately. But if you told me at the beginning of the season I'd be picking the Patriots to beat the Bills, I would have believed you crazy. I feel really confident in this one.
So you think he do 300?
No, not even close.
Yeah.
No, not. I don't see anybody hitting 300. Like I said, this is a low-scoring slugfest. Is what I'm thinking we're gonna see.
We're gonna see. And the crazy part is they play each other this Monday, and then they play each other again in a couple of weeks. So this is gonna be a good duel just to see how it works out for the next game. So
I'm with you.
It's like a boxing match, man. It's gonna be crazy. So definitely. But that's all we got. You know what it is. We back, man, and like I say, let's get it, man. We here to help y'all out. You know how to reach us.
Yeah.
Hit the website up top, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Definitely follow us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Hey, we trying to get up there. You know how we do.
All right. Good luck to everybody. Week 13. It's almost playoff time, so let's do it.
Do it.
Peace out.